Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to Movie Notion. Today, we're going to be talking about The Disaster Artist, starring James Franco as Tommy Wiseau. And if you have not heard of Tommy Wiseau, you're in for a treat right now. Tommy Wiseau is a very ambiguous person. We have no idea where he's from. We don't know what his age is, and for some reason, he has a vast amount of money, and we're not sure where that came from either. So, you know, just kind of a enigma. But anyway, he wrote and directed and produced and starred in what is widely to be considered as the worst movie of all time, but also a cult classic. And there are many people who absolutely love this film and everything. In fact, they have midnight showings that might rival Rocky Horror Picture Show and how ridiculous they can get. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the room. We're here to talk about The Disaster Artist. So, The Disaster Artist is about the creation of that film, The Room. And it starts out in San Francisco with Tommy Wiseau and a man by the name of Greg, who is played by Dave Franco, James's brother. And they meet in an acting class where Tommy is essentially going crazy while trying to reenact a scene from Streetcar uh, named Desire. And he's like climbing on set pieces. He's not directing his frustration at other people. I mean, it's what would be the textbook version of bad acting. And in the film, they actually show people restraining themselves from laughing and doing a little research on the accuracy of this film. It actually did happen that way. There were girls that were in the front row that were trying to avoid laughing, but for some reason, Greg absolutely loves what Tommy does and goes from there. And they decide to make a pact to go to Los Angeles and then become actors. So they both move down there. They have some luck on Greg's side, but no luck on Tommy's side because he's just that different and unwanted with all those certain things. So they decide they're going to make their own movie, which is where the real plot of the story starts in creating The Room. And this thing goes through everything: the writing of it, the getting of equipment, the finding of the studio, the hiring of the actors and the actresses and everything. It's just very, very thorough in how this is done and everything. Now, I don't want to say too much about the story because I don't want to get away for those of you that might want to go see it. You can catch my full review of that one in the spoiler review, which will be coming out. Make sure you hit the link in the description to catch that one when this is over. But the one thing that happened with all these trials, I mean, you had people telling him this is going to be terrible. Why is he making these choices? Where is this coming out of? I mean, left field would be in the zone for this thing in some cases. And it was just very well done and all that. And he stayed true to himself. He followed what he wanted. He had a vision. He kept with that vision. And the results are out today. He has made bank with said decision and continues to with the creation of this movie and everything. So anyway, I want to give you my quick review on this. First off, was it a good movie? If you can't tell already, it was a good movie. They had great acting, a great story. The story, even if you hadn't seen The Room, was very intriguing. So you don't have to see it to go. I would highly recommend to anybody that's just a movie lover. And then, was it entertaining? Yeah, it had me laughing, it had me crying, it had me desiring everything. I mean, it was just a good movie, and I really, really enjoyed it. There's a reason I think it's on the radar for different awards at this time. And moving on, would I recommend it? Yes, I would highly recommend this movie to everybody. I might even go see it again if I get the chance. Might not get a chance to with the holidays coming and everything, but if I get a chance, I might actually go see this in theaters. And what age would I recommend this? This is definitely a rated R movie. And that sort of thing goes back to The Room, which was rated R for very, very good reasons. But anyway, this one definitely want to be 15 or 16 if you're going to go see it. So anyway, that's been my review of The Disaster Artist. If you want to see the spoiler-filled review where I go more in depth on a lot of things, be sure to click the link in the description if you've seen it. But anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe on this. Please share it with your friends. I would love to get the word out on this movie. I absolutely loved it. So God bless all of you, and that's a wrap.